Welcome to Hidden in History.
History wasn't all scrolls and stone tablets. Turns out our ancestors were getting absolutely lit in temples, in battle, and sometimes just for the vibes. Today on Hidden in History, we're diving into the ancient world's weirdest drugs, the ones that got pharaohs floaty, Vikings frothy, and priestesses higher than Mount Olympus. Blue Lotus, Egypt's favorite mood booster. Meet Nymphaea cerulea, also known as the Blue Lotus, Egypt's botanical best friend. Used since around 1500 BCE, they'd soak it in fermented wine, which enhanced the effects of its active compounds, apomorphine and nuciferine. Apomorphine is a dopamine agonist. It messes with your brain's reward system, often causing euphoria, mild hallucinations, and a warm, floaty feeling. Nuciferine has sedative and antipsychotic effects, so it's like getting relaxed and trippy at once. It was found in tomb art, often shown alongside party scenes or intimate moments. Thought to be part of ritual sexuality, spiritual ceremonies, and, most likely, ancient Tinder dates. It was like ancient Egypt's version of wine and weed, but fancier and possibly sponsored by Ra. Bufo toad venom, nature's DMT vape. If licking frogs screams bad idea, you're not wrong, but it actually has a history. Some indigenous cultures smoked dried toad venom on purpose and blasted into the multiverse. The active ingredient is 5-MeO-DMT, found in the Bufo alvarius, also known as the Colorado river toad, is 4 to 6 times more potent than regular DMT. It acts on serotonin receptors in the brain and causes ego dissolutions, visual hallucinations, and what many call a death rebirth experience. Some indigenous Mexican groups may have used it ritualistically, though the exact timeline is debated. Archaeological findings of toad effigies and venom residue suggest a pre-Columbian use, possibly dating back 1,000 years. Don't try this at home, seriously. The toad is endangered, and modern use can be risky. Plus, licking it does not work. You have to dry and smoke the venom. Frogs everywhere, thank you for not French kissing them. Fly Agaric Viking berserker juice. This is the Amanita muscaria, the iconic red and white mushroom that looks like it came straight out of Super Mario. But instead of growing bigger, you'd get a little unhinged. It contains muscimol and ibotenic acid, which mess with your GABA receptors, causing delirium, euphoria, visual distortions, and, in high doses, full-blown hallucinations. Unlike psilocybin mushrooms, this one is not serotonergic. It's more like a dissociative than a classic psychedelic. Siberian shamans consumed it in rituals. They figured out that the psychoactive compounds passed through urine unchanged. So yes, people drank each other's pee to get high without the toxicity. Some scholars, though it's still debated, believe Viking berserkers used it to enter a rage trance before battle. You know your drug is hardcore when the cleanest way to take it is via someone else's recycled body fluid. Kykeon, the Greek god smoothie. Kykeon was the spiritual smoothie of the Eleusinian mysteries. Secret rituals held every year outside Athens. Attendees included Plato, Cicero, and basically every smart dude in a toga. The base was barley water and mint, but the key ingredient? Possibly ergot-infected barley. Ergot is a fungus that contains alkaloids similar to LSD, like ergine, also known as LSA. Participants drank kykeon and experienced visions of Demeter and Persephone, believed to offer insight into life, death, and rebirth. The rituals were ultra-secret, punishable by death if you blabbed, which, frankly, makes it sound even more culty. Imagine doing acid, but instead of a rave, you're in a temple learning about grain goddesses. Ancient Greece, come for the philosophy, stay for the cosmic barley trip. Silphium, history's most mysterious aphrodisiac. Silphium was the ultimate wonder drug in the ancient Mediterranean, used as a spice, a medicine, a perfume, and a contraceptive. It was basically the Swiss Army plant of the ancient world. Silphium likely belonged to the Ferula genus, related to fennel, but the exact species is unknown. It's been extinct since the 1st century. It was described as having abortifacient properties and used as a natural contraceptive, possibly containing compounds like phytoestrogens or anti-implantation alkaloids. It was grown only in the region of Cyrene, modern-day Libya, and it was so valuable that Julius Caesar allegedly stockpiled it. Its seed pod was heart-shaped, possibly inspiring the modern heart symbol. Imagine a plant so useful it got over-farmed into extinction. Ancient people just said, no more babies, more flavor, more romance. Until it vanished. Delphic oracle vapors, divination via gas leak. The Oracle of Delphi wasn't just making up stuff. She was sitting over a fault line where geological gases seeped up and possibly turned her prophecies into full-on acid trips. Scientists in the early 2000s discovered ethylene, benzene, and methane gases in the area. Ethylene, in low concentrations, can cause euphoria, hallucinations, and trance states. The priestess or Pythia would sit over the chasm and enter a delirious state, interpreted as messages from Apollo. The oracle was consulted for major decisions, wars, laws, and colonization. The fumes, combined with fasting and rhythmic chanting, created a ritualized psychedelic experience. Turns out she might have just been extremely high on naturally occurring gas. Ancient wisdom, brought to you by tectonic activity. So the next time you think we invented getting weird with substances, just remember, ancient people were getting high on flowers, fungus, frog juice, and volcanic fumes, without Google or a safety manual. Like and subscribe to Hidden in History for more strange ancient facts.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the bell icon to be notified of the next Hidden in History video.